to Global Influencers Hub. Here we talk about the life journeys of influencers, social media influencers, and we cannot wait to deep dive into yours. When we talk about deep diving, we want to take you back to your childhood days and let us know how Umang was as a child.
Oh, as a child, uh, so I was kind of mixed, both mischievous and studious. Right. I always excelled in my studies. However, there are many stories which I still tell my friends and families and colleagues about my mischievous era which I was in school. Right. So yes, I was, mix of both. I was studious as well. Maths and science being my favorite subjects. If I tell
Wonderful.
you, if I tell you my scores in maths, it was 100 on 100 in boards. So yes, but I was both, I would say.
Good, good. So after schooling, what happened?
So I chose engineering. Uh, I completed my engineering with first class with distinction. I'm an engineer by education qualification, electronics and telecommunication.
Mm.
So yes, after schooling, I chose engineering as my field.
Wonderful. So, what was your ambition as a child? Like, what did you want to become? What was
So
your
honestly,
dream?
so
You
honestly,
know,
I
when we are a child, everyone asks us, "Beta, kya hona chahte ho? Bada hoke?" Like, what was that?
and I would say my dream was as common as 80% of boys' dream is become a cricketer. Right, because cricket is in nerves of Indians, I would say. And when you
Very
are a child, you do not have that in mind. You just want to become what you love to do. I used to love. I used to play a lot of sports. Cricket being my favorite. I thought of being a cricketer. Obviously, the destiny had something else in in the mind. So yes,
but that's good. At least you know the sportsman mentality also helps a lot in life,
yes, a lot, a lot.
tremendously. Yeah. So, at what moment did the spark for HR ignite in you?
So I'll tell you a situation why I choose HR. So as I said that I am an engineer by education qualification. I worked as an engineer for 3 months, and in that period of 3 months, I realized that obviously I may be good. I may be good at marks scoring and all, but I'm not fond of engineering. So I took a break of around 3 months, understood what I wanted to do, and I had honestly two options in my mind. One was obviously HR, and the other one was marketing. I'm very fond of marketing. Like I. If you ask me what I do in my free time, I used to research what are the different ways of marketing, what are the different ways of branding, what different companies are doing on social media, maybe on social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, to increase their market. So I'm very much fond of marketing. So I still remember I come from Halol, which is near to Ahmedabad. I came to Ahmedabad. That was around 150 kilometer, and I had scheduled 4 interviews. Right, two were from HR, two were from marketing, and fortunately, I got selected in all four of them.
Oh,
So
wow, very good.
I had options. There were two were offering the marketing job, two were offering the human resource job. Uh, Obviously on the same compensation. But I choose HR or human resource because of my first organization. The way when I entered the organization, the culture which I observed, I thought let's give it a try to that organization. So coming to HR was frankly it was because of that organization that I choose that job. Otherwise, I had marketing in my mind. But the culture which I observed during the whole phase of interviews, the interviewers, very I mean say, the questions which they asked, there was something, that hits you, something different, right? So I chose that organization, and that's how my HR journey started a decade ago, I would say, and that's how I landed to HR.
Wonderful. Any rookie mistake at that time that you now laugh at?
A lot of, I would say, right, a lot of mistakes. Obviously, when you are fresher or when you are just joined the organization, you tend to make rookie mistakes.
Of course.
But again, there were several mistakes. But again, when you have been backed by a successful leaders, then probably that mistakes also become actually rookie. That doesn't count unless it is a very big mistake that it counts. Rookie mistake, they also know that
So I think it becomes a lesson, nice lesson.
exactly, that
Mhm.
becomes a nice lesson. And yes, so yes, obviously there were many.
You want to share some?
uh, you know, the very basic being, you tend to take leaves and give a false explanation. A lot of people does that. So yes, that was very silly thing. Then I came to realize, you don't need to give a explanation if you are taking your personal time off, right?
Ah,
It is very basic. But when you start your career or when you're initial phase of your career, you always are maybe scared of that thing. What if I take a
right,
leave? What if I
right.
uh, look wrong here? That kind of. But as I said, that obviously drains away when you gradually grow in your career.
Understand also that the importance of you don't need to feel guilty for taking time off.
Exactly.
Very true. Very true. Now, what's that one thing about HR you think is still misunderstood?
Oh, uh, the basic thing, which again, I follow social media a lot, especially LinkedIn. uh, I hear a lot of comments post कि एचआर कुछ नहीं करता, एचआर सिर्फ रंगोली क्रिएट करता है या रंगोली बनाता है. That's a common,
Very true, very true, very true. Yeah, yeah,
that's
very
a
true.
common myth among the you know uh, you know corporates. And that's something which now also you know pisses me off sometimes. I would always tell them that come in our shoes, try what we are doing, and then probably you would understand. It's not just a job where you only do employee engagement kind of activities. So yes,
True, true,
that's
true,
one
true.
thing which still needs to change.
Misunderstood. People
Yeah.
don't know. A lot of people are, I think, still in the dark as to exactly what the HR module does. That's why I think.
Yes, and that's where the HR fraternity plays a very vital role. I had honestly, I am very active on LinkedIn, and I had received many comments, not on my post, but several other posts saying that same. What I do is I tend to connect with them, right, and I understand their perspective, and then probably I try to create value for them. Once we try to create value for them, they will keep. I have an example where I connected with a person via a comment where he said that HR is just an employee engagement kind of. I connected with him, I created some value for him, and now he admires my work a lot. So now that's how we can change the perspective of maybe individuals.
Right, right. Now, what's your favorite HR hat to wear? Like, which part of HR do you really enjoy, and why is it so?
So I would say talent acquisition. Right. I started my journey with talent acquisition. Obviously, I have been with many companies where I have been working as HR manager, HR head, uh, business partner. But talent acquisition is something which is, from start of the career till now is with me. And I feel that that's my most favorite part in terms of human resource, because you tend to connect to a lot of people.
Yeah,
You don't need to
yeah.
limit your circle to a specific extent, right? You tend to connect a lot of people, hear them out, share your ideas, right? It's not just a talent acquisition, I would say. The term itself is very small, but it's a vast role which you can do.
It is a vast field,
It's not
absolutely.
just hiring, but you can spread a lot of value, and also become a personal brand and a brand ambassador for the organization.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, one of your most rewarding HR projects. Tell us about that.
Okay. So in one of my previous organization, I was working as HR manager, and during that span, uh, the company was a small size company. So when you join a small size company, there are a lesser policies, lesser frameworks, lesser architect, lesser strategizing. It's like, there are few people who will be working on sales, doing their job, some into operations doing their job, some into marketing doing the job, and there won't be any internal coordination, because that's what they generally do. So in one of my previous organization, I got an immense opportunity to design that frameworks, strategically. I brought in many different policies. We were
Mm.
short of policies. We had, few policies, but I got an opportunity to bring a lot of different policies, which enabled employees to join the organization. You know,
Wow,
uh,
that's pretty amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
because whenever you choose an organization, you always talk about policies. Obviously compensation comes first, but the second is, what are the benefits which the organization offering, what are the leave policy, what are the comp of policy, etc., etc., etc. So
correct, correct.
uh, I still feel that I brought a lot of different policies, uh, and that help the organization to place themselves um, in a different league, I would say, in a league where candidates come approaching, and when we discuss a policy, probably they say yes, rather than we have 3 4 policies only. So yes, that was a critical project which I did, and I still,
Personally,
yes, personally, I still mark that as a milestone, as because I was a single POC for the overall uh, you know uh, implementation. So I still,
wonderful. That's a whole different ball game altogether. When
exactly,
you're the single
exactly.
POC implementing everything,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes, yes.
Now, in the age of AI, remote work, Gen Z, and all that, how do you keep HR, more like authentic and human? What is your tip for that?
So I would say AI is an enabler. I still see a lot of posts where uh, you know people post that AI would replace our jobs, right? But I would still say that AI is an enabler, right? As HR, we are enabler. We are not here to take someone's job, right? We are enablers. So AI is an enabler. Um However, to keep human touch during this era, of AI, Gen Z, I would say one thing which every corporate should, incorporate is, they should make learning as a lifestyle and not a luxury. I see in many corporates, that I'm doing this learning session, please attend. uh, we are doing this learning. Obviously, they are doing a lot of for the employees. They are doing n number of learning sessions, but that's a luxury, right? In this AI, world, we would say that learning and development should be a lifestyle. It should be incorporated, like what day to
Correct.
day job we
Correct.
do. The same should be incorporated uh, in the lifestyle, I would say.
I think that's a very important point that you said. Very, very important point. Now, if
Yes.
your HR had a personality, would it be a coach, a cheerleader, counselor, or something else?
Okay, I would I would say anything between coach and cheerleader, uh, because I have seen, in different phases of my uh, corporate journey, that I have coached a lot of people, and probably directly or indirectly that had helped them to excel in their career.
Mm,
And obviously cheerleader, because uh, you know we get a lot of work, deadlines, etc., etc. But
mm.
you should learn how to cope up with them, and that's also which I tend to incorporate within my team. Right? It's fine if you're doing mistakes. It's fine. If it's fine if you're missing deadlines, but you need to be on the toes on the next day. You cannot take that baggage from past. You need to be from zero, right? So I
Right.
would say anything between coach and cheerleader would be an ideal scenario.
Wonderful. I like the combination. The combination is a good one.
Yes.
Now, who are some mentors or peers who have actually impacted your career growth or just, mindset overall,
Okay.
impacted your growth?
Okay. So, so honestly, as I said that I choose HR because of my first organization, and that's
Organization.
where
Yeah.
I found leaders. Right. I'll tell you a small example. Right.
Mhm.
I was working with one of the leader, and into recruitments, you always face a situation where candidates get backed out. That's a normal thing. But when you are a fresher, when you are joining a talent acquisition, and if your candidate is backing out during the date of joining, you will be losing a billing, right? And when you are a fresher, it's a setback for you. So I faced a situation where, uh, I lost a huge billing because of the candidate got, getting backed out. I reached to my manager and said that, unfortunately, my candidate got backed out. And I was ready to get that scolding, or, I was ready that I need to hear a lot of things, candidate getting backed out, company losing revenue. And my manager was, she said just a single line. So what? Focus on next. And I was like, scold me. My candidate got backed out. So she was like, no, it's not your fault, Umang.
It's not your fault. Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
the opportunity which you provided, or the third party opportunity is not a lucrative. It's probably he must have got a better opportunity, maybe better compensation, maybe better benefits. And that's how the talent acquisition works.
Yeah.
And that's how I learned to become a leader and not a manager. And
Correct.
from that day, I started, calling her as a leader and not a manager. And again, the same situation happened with me when I was leading a team in one of my previous organization again, that the candidate got backed out. And, my team was subsequently, newish or a fresher. And
Mm.
they came to me and, backed
And
out.
they
So
kind of
so I knew how to react. I knew at
right,
that point of
right.
time that how to react. And, if I wouldn't have got that example, probably, I would have missed. So I still cherish her as a leader. Uh, the other person which I cherish a lot uh, is one of the LinkedIn influencer. His name is Nishit Lal, and from his experience, I started my journey. Probably he would or he won't know me, but he was one of the person whom I used to follow. It is a story of maybe 5 to 6 years back when I started my LinkedIn journey, or writing posts or sharing values on LinkedIn. Right. uh, I used to always focus that I'm not getting many likes, I'm not getting many comments, and I got in touch with him. I spoke for around few minutes on chat, and he asked me one question: Are you creating value? And I said yes. So he said that's it, and that's how I started journey of value creation. I now don't look at likes, don't look at comments, but when I receive many messages that your post is still creating value for us, that's when you inspire. uh,
That's value.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
value.
value.
Yeah.
And still I cherish, because it was a story, or it was a case for 7 years ago. But still, if someone asks me why I started LinkedIn, it's just because of that personality. And his his 2 minute or 3 minute chat inspired me to share a lot of value on social media platform. So these are
Wonderful.
2 3 persons which I inspire. Obviously, there are many leaders I have worked with during this journey, but these are the instances which I still tell my team, and share with them as well, that how you should react at certain situations. It's not always your fault or something.
Correct, correct. What soft skills do you think that will dominate in the next 5, 10 years?
Okay, so I would say you know networking, communicating, right, personal branding. I won't term them all in soft skills, but this will impact individuals life or career in next 5 to 10 years.
Correct.
So
100%.
yeah, so if you are
Given that I don't believe that AI will take away the jobs, but then we'll have to become friends with AI,
exactly,
and we have to work with AI. So this
exactly,
is going to be these aspects that you just mentioned will be some of the aspects that will actually make you stand out with AI.
yes, 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 that would definitely.
Wonderful. Now, what advice would you give to young professionals entering HR today?
Okay, so you know, explore yourself. Don't limit yourself. I receive a lot of messages on LinkedIn as well that hi Umang, I have got this job, but the compensation is not what I expected for, or hi Umang, I received this kind of profile, but this is kind of profile which I expect. I keep telling them that this is what you want. Forget the compensation, forget the profile. This is what you want. If yes, go and explore. I explored 3 months with engineering, probably it didn't work out with me. Then I switched to HR, thinking marketing in my mind, but it worked out with. So you need to go and explore, and you need to go out of that shell. Probably the jobs or organization won't come with all the benefits or all the ticks which you want. As a fresher, it's fine if out of 100, 70% of your criteria is matching, 80% of criteria is matching. Go and
Correct.
explore, and then probably you can decide what actually you want.
True, true, true. At least start.
At least
The
start.
main thing is to start. I
Yes,
think once you start, you'll figure things out on the way.
yes, yes.
Absolutely. So what now? Let's talk about Umang outside of work. So what are you most passionate about when you're not working? Like any hobbies, hidden talent?
Okay, so I am very passionate about finances. I am more so I if I tell you, I started my first investment when I was 19, with my pocket money. So I'm very
Wow.
fond of finances. I'm very fond of uh, equities. Uh, so yes, in that area, if I'm free, you'll finding me researching about the next top stock which I would like to invest in, the next top mutual fund which I want to invest in. So I am very much into finances. Even uh, my favorite writer or the book which I still have in my cupboard is Rich Dad Poor Dad. Right.
Oh, that's
Uh,
a good book. That's a
yeah,
phenomenal one.
yeah. I have read probably 3, 4 times, and I still have in my cupboard. So whenever I get free time, I open one of the pages and read it. I don't read it from scratch, but I open one of the pages, and that keeps me on toes. Right. So I like to talk about finances a lot. Uh, I am very fond of marketing and branding. Uh, so again, that's my niche as well. So I do a lot of research, or I also write on Quora, by the way. So
Okay.
I write about finances and marketing, how different companies play a vital role in maybe in social media, maybe in other mediums, and brand themselves. And obviously, in my free time, I generally Netflix and chill. I don't do a lot of things.
Good, good. So then if you had an entire weekend to yourself, how would you spend that? Netflix?
I would definitely. So there will be two things which I'll be doing apart from stocks and marketing. If I exclude those, one is I will be going to my nearest sports hub. Maybe I'll be playing basketball. Maybe I'll playing arcade games. So I'm very much into gaming. And the second is once I get tired from there, I'll Netflix and chill. So this is what an ideal weekend for me
It's
is.
sorted. It's sorted. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. So what is that one non-HR skill that you believe that HR professionals should adopt?
Personal branding. Honestly, not only HR, I would say, but be it any individual, one skill is how to showcase yourself. And this is not only on social media, right? This is, for example, I'm going to an event, a networking event. How to personally brand yourself, how to position yourself. For example, I'm meeting 10 different individuals from 10 different backgrounds. Maybe they are from HR or maybe they are not from HR. How to put your best foot forward, how to network with them. That is one thing which is uh, very near to me. And I would also like to quote a story of one of the individual. So Warren Buffett generally does a lot of giveaways for charity. So once he uh, offered a 30-minute of lunch, who bids the highest, and one of the individual bid the highest, and he went for lunch. And the next thing which we came to know, this is a story long back, that he was hired by Warren Buffett. So although there were many people who bid, there were many people who went lunches with Warren, but that individual took that opportunity to personally brand himself and showcase the best foot forward. So personal branding is something which
Very
everyone
important.
should,
Very,
is
very
very
important.
important. Yes.
Absolutely. There's nothing more important right now than personal branding. Given with the AI boom, that's the only way you'll stand out.
Yes, that's the only way where you will stand out. Exactly.
Absolutely. So, what's that one life lesson that you're very grateful for, that you've learned, over time?
Okay. Honestly, I cannot recall anyone of now, but I'm grateful for many life lessons. I have started from a small hometown, reached here, started from 0 followers on LinkedIn to 123K. Right. So there were many instances which I learned, but honestly, I cannot recall any particular as of now.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Totally. So now we'll jump on to some rapid fire.
Right? We can
Okay. Work from home or office buzz?
work from home anytime.
Okay. If HR professionals had a superhero name, what would be yours?
Batman, being very logical, being very, planner. Batman is a very good planner. He's very logic. He's very good with logic. So I would say Batman.
Cool. One app that you can't live without.
One app,
App. Yeah.
probably every mutual fund apps or every finance apps.
If you could swap jobs with anyone for a day, who would that be?
I would say, I won't say Prime Minister of India because that would be a critical job to do. But I would say maybe the top banker of India. I would love to fit myself in their shoes and see how the world sees me.
How it works from the financial side of wonderful.
Yes.
Read minds or be invisible in a meeting?
Read minds, obviously, and I have many times thought that I should get that ability to read minds. So read minds any day.
Any day. If LinkedIn had a dating version, would you swipe right on it?
Nope, I won't.
If not HR, what else would you be doing now?
I would be into marketing for sure, branding and marketing.
Correct. One HR jargon you wish would disappear.
Sorry,
One HR jargon that you wish that doesn't exist.
HR कुछ नहीं करता.
True. A book, movie, or TED talk that changed your perspective.
Uh, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert, and couple of movies like Badmash Company, etc., etc.
That. Those are all like fun, good ones. Yeah. Any go-to song on a rough day?
Summer of '69.
That's a nice one. Very upbeat. Three words your team would use to describe you.
Logic, coach, and leader, maybe.
Cool. Guilty pleasure when working from home.
So I can take bath at my own time.
That's the secret that's out. Yes. True. If you had a remote control of life, would you pause, rewind, or fast forward?
Rewind, invest all my savings in Bitcoin, and sort it for next.
That's it. And you're sorted.
Yes.
Wonderful. Excellent. So, what's that one biggest compliment that makes you feel that wow, there was some fulfillment?
So every compliment which I receive on LinkedIn, where I create value, and whenever even today I received two messages on LinkedIn, and every messages inspires me a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. If your life was a book, what would the title be?
Okay, tough one. Logic creator advisor.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so cool. I think I've covered pretty much everything. And given that you're in a hurry, what we can do is, in case we need additional information, we'll reach out to you. And in the meanwhile, we'd love to know what you liked about talking to Global Influencers Hub as well.
Sure, sure. So it was, and Devika, we know probably each other from LinkedIn,
Yes,
right? But I was never aware of global influencers till the time we again chat on LinkedIn, and that's how I came to know. I researched a bit, and it's always pleasure connecting with great minds, I would say. So kudos to you.
thank you, thank you, thank you. So we'll be in touch, Umang, of course, LinkedIn or on LinkedIn and off LinkedIn.
Sure,
So,
sure.
wishing you all the best with everything in life. And let's stay connected. And for today, we're
Thank you.
good.
Take
Yeah,
care. Bye.
take care. Thank you so much. Yeah.